Hi, I'm Linda Mihara. In today's class, I'm going to show you a very cool letter part fold. And it's actually folded from a single sheet of 8.5 by 11 paper. So go ahead and grab a sheet. Also grab a creasing tool if you have one. If you don't, grab a spoon or a round pen like a Sharpie. And we'll use that to help enforce the creases. So go ahead and let's get started. So I have my 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. First thing we're going to do is fold a triangle on one end of the paper, just like this. So make sure that you have your edges lined up here, and then go ahead and make your crease. And after you do that, follow with your creasing tool. This is going to be really important whenever you're folding letter size paper. It's a little bit thicker than origami paper, and this will actually fold onto itself. So it's really important that we have nice flat creases. So this will help you. After you do that, let's unfold it, and let's fold the other triangle going the other direction. So we're going to go ahead and fold it towards us here. Use the edges to make sure that you're lined up and make your crease. And then follow with your creasing tool. So it looks like this. Now let's unfold it. After you unfold it, let's turn the model over to the other side. This is really important. We're going to put a different kind of directional fold here. That's going to help us with the next step. So we want to fold a valley fold right through the middle of this X. And so we want to bring these 2 points here to meet these 2 points of the X. So let's go ahead and bring that across. Line it up here. Make sure that the top and the bottom is lined up on the edge. And then make your crease. If you've gotten it pretty accurate, this crease should come to a point right here. So this is what you should have. And let's go ahead and use your creasing tool again. Do that and then unfold. So now what we want to do is from behind and underneath, you want to push up right through the middle of the X, which I'm going to go ahead and do like that. And it pops up like this. And what you want to do is gather the paper by following those creases that we've just made. So we're just going to go ahead and grab the paper and just kind of bring everything in. And like I said, you're just going to follow along those creases that you've made. And it'll flatten like this. And then when you bring it over and flatten it, it will look like this. So you have a triangle. And then you have this nice rectangular strip down here at the bottom. So after we have that collapsed, just like that, let's go ahead and use our creasing tool and then just kind of go around the edges and make sure it's nice and flat. We're going to take each corner of the triangle up here and bring it up to the top point here. So let's do one at a time. Let's do the one on the right, bring that up to the top, put your crease in place, take the second one on the left, bring that up, put that crease in place. And what you do, let's follow with our creasing tool. By now you'll feel that there are a lot of layers in the paper and it won't lay flat. So this creasing tool will help you with that. So now your model will look like this. Now we're going to work on this bottom section here. We're going to take this bottom edge and bring it up to meet the triangle. So it will look like that. And then after you do that, let's use a creasing tool. So it's nice and flat like that. Next step is this point will tell you that's the halfway point of the model. So what we want to do is take this edge here and bring it to meet the center. So we're just going to bring that over. And you should also be mindful of it being lined up here at the bottom. And then go ahead and make your crease. And it will follow the edge of this square right here. Okay. And then the same for the other side. So let's take the left-hand flap and bring that over to the center. Like that. And make your crease. And again, it's lined up here in the middle, and then it also follows along the edge of that square. And let's take our creasing tool and make sure that those creases are in place. So it'll look like this. Now let's go ahead and turn it over to the other side. So let's flip it over to the other side. So now you have a blank house here. I'm going to take the top layer, which is this point here, and just fold it down as far as it'll go, which will end at those 2 points of the roof of the house. So you're just going to fold that down. So it's like that. Put the crease in place and then follow with the creasing tool. So let's go ahead and do that. You got a lot of layers of paper here. So make sure all of them gets the treatment with your creasing tool. So your model will look like this now. This point will tell you the halfway point of the model. There's no crease there, but then that will tell you how far you need to fold the next model, the next flap, which is this half of the bottom edge. So the bottom edge, you want to split it in half. And what we want to do is take this half and fold it up to meet that point. So it's going to look like this. It's going to pivot right at the middle, and it's going to come up just like this. And then you're going to make your crease. And let's do the same for the other side. So this edge will come up to meet the center here, like that. So you're bringing those two points up, creating two triangles, as you see here. Definitely you want to follow with your creasing tool all the way around the bottom here, so it's nice and flat. Now underneath this triangle here, if you look here, there's a pocket on this side and a pocket on this side. What we want to do is just take those two flaps that we've just made. I'm going to tuck them into their respective pockets. So let's tuck this one into this pocket, and let's tuck this one into this pocket. Just like that. It's a nice, neat fold. It's great. So now the final step is to take these two top flaps here, and we're going to fold it at an angle that it's going to start from here and go along this intersection. You see where this triangular point, it's pointing to the inside. We want to make sure that the flap hits this. So it's going to come across like this. You're going to bring it forward and make sure that it hits that point there, and then make your crease. It'll kind of come out as an angle, and will kind of give you the shape of the heart here. Now, after you've put that fold in place, you're going to take the point here, and underneath there's another pocket right here. So find that pocket. You're going to take that point and just tuck it inside the pocket, just like this. It's really a great move. Take the second flap, fold that down, make sure that you do hit that corner there at an angle, put that fold in place, and then you're going to take the point and tuck it inside that pocket there. So now all the folding is done. So we're going to take our creasing tool and go around the entire model and make sure everything is nice and flat. When you turn it over, there is your wonderful letterfold heart. So I hope you enjoyed today's class on how to fold a heart out of a letter, 8.5 by 11 sheet. And for more great videos, check out the YouTube channel, Paper Tree SF on YouTube. Thanks for joining me, and happy folding.